Yay! Hello, hello. We should have had music playing at the beginning of this.
We weren't prepared for that.
No, we weren't. Hi guys, we're a little late, but we're here. So excited.
Only late in true Murray fashion.
We are late in true Murray fashion. There's not much that we get to on time, even when it's in our note. So, hi, we love you too. We're so excited that you're here. Hello, everybody.
All our friends.
Hi. So excited to see you guys. So if I'm looking that way, it's because I'm reading the comments. They're over here. But I'm really excited for everyone to come tonight and to learn. We're talking about essential oils because, like the title says, what the Frank are those, right?
Good one.
Hello. I know, it's so funny. I love it. But Frank is awesome. I'm just saying, like, Frank is my man crush.
All the true stories.
He looks like this.
Hey,
we're good.
Kids are in bed.
Hey, Emily. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Ashley. Hey, drum and music play. Hey, Kim. Hi, everyone. Christina, hello. We're so excited you guys are here. Probably wait like 2 minutes. Do you see that? There's a fly in here. There would be a fly.
I love that.
And just wait for everyone to come. I am sipping on, what do you guys think this is? Who can guess what's in my drink? John, if you don't catch that fly, like, we're going to have to shut this down.
I'm really good at hitting
He's
flies
really
with
good. He
hooks.
could actually catch flies in his hands. It's
Watch.
crazy.
Wait for it. You'll hear me. I'm just going to whack it with this.
Don't whack it into my drink.
That might happen.
Okay. Hello in Australia. Oh, we love you guys too. Whose shirt? Loves John's shirt? My shirt?
Probably mine. Mine's
Probably.
black, so it's kind of like the in color right now.
Ninja Red. Okay, yes. So I'm drinking. This is actually orange juice. Ningxia Red, which you can't see the bottles of, is a juice supplement. It's really, really good for you. I also have my MindWise supplement to help with my cognitive function because I'm a mom with 5 kids and I need a little bit of help with the mom brain fog. And it also has another supplement called Estro in it, and Estro is designed for women to just support healthy, happy emotions during their cycles. So that's pretty cool. So that is what's in my drink today. And it's delicious.
You know what? Just get out.
Did you get the fly out?
Yeah, just shoot him out. I think
You
I
did
hit him
it.
like twice with my book, but he was like, I'm ready.
I think we're gonna have to pop out the chat because I can't see all the comments.
Go for it.
How did I do that before?
I think you just did you right click on it?
Live chat. Okay, that's what we want to do. Do I do this? Is that right? Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to figure out how I did this before.
How did you do that? I thought there was like a button.
I'm not really sure.
Here, you talk while I figure that out.
All right. Okay. Hi, everyone. So do you think everybody's here?
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and get started. So today I am talking about Young Living essential oils. First, I just want to introduce myself. If you guys are new to my channel, if you're not familiar with John and I and who we are, what are we? Who are we? We have 5 kids, 5 little girls under the age of 7. Our youngest is going to be 10 months old soon. We make videos about our family, mostly just like vlogging our daily life, and then we do some other like fun videos here and there. John is killing it with weight loss right now. He's doing that. I am working hard, making my own business at home with Young Living essential oils. And yeah, what else? Is there anything else that's magical about us?
No.
No, my birthday is in 2 days, you guys. So
That
cool.
is magical. Our birthday's
That is
on
magical.
Thursday.
I'm going to be 29.
I can't figure out how to pop this thing out. I can't remember.
That's okay. All right. So anyway, a little bit about us in Young Living. I joined Young Living almost 4 years ago. So in May, actually, it'll be 4 years that I've been a member of Young Living. And I joined with the intention of wellness for our family. You're distracting me.
Sorry.
Just leave it. There you go.
I think it's on like one comment.
Is it frozen?
No, it's gone.
Okay. good. We're good. Do you want my phone?
No, it's okay. It's just, it's like one comment being blocked at the bottom, so it'll pop up as the next one comes in. So
Okay, cool. All right, so when I first started with Young Living, I was looking for alternatives to keep my family healthy. Basically, we had just had Jude. It was like a month after we had her, and I already have never been somebody who loved taking pharmaceuticals. Like, I never liked to take Tylenol for headaches. I didn't like the idea that there's side effects and that they're chemicals and that, I just never felt like they were totally necessary. There are some situations in which they are totally necessary. Medicine absolutely has a place. But for me, I just never liked to take it on a regular basis, and it was just something I'd rather take a natural and holistic approach to wellness. Once I had kids, I wanted to keep them healthy. I wanted to, obviously we all do, we want to protect our babies. We want to make sure that they stay well, and we want to be able to take care of them. And so that's why I initially signed up with Young Living. From the very beginning, I knew that I wanted to share the lifestyle with my friends and family because for the same reasons that I wanted to join for that wellness. Like, once I started using the oils and realized and learned a little bit about what they could do, I was like, everybody has to know about this. Like, Mom, you need these. Like, telling my best friends, because I wanted them to have that same thing, that wellness that wasn't dependent on chemicals and things that can actually cause your body more harm over time. So I knew that that is something that I wanted to do. I also knew that at the time we needed to get our oils paid for because we were not in a position to be able to afford them every month. So I was like, I'm going to just see if we can at least get our kit paid for. So that was, my initial intention, and it grew into a passion from there. Really experiencing Young Living and experiencing oils and what they could do kind of developed into a passion for me. So I spent probably 2 years just ordering every single month for our family. I had like some of our family members and a few friends that had signed up. So just from that, like, my orders were paid for, and that's all. For 2 years, we just ordered, we used them. We didn't really talk about them much. We didn't really dive in with the supplements. We just use them as needed almost. And then I started to research more about things like cancer, okay? Like, interesting fact, side note, 95% of cancers are actually caused by environmental factors and toxins. So the things that you're putting on your body every day, in your makeup, your shampoos, your deodorants, your air fresheners and candles, and the things that are in your food. 95% of all cancer is caused by outside factors. Crazy, right? Okay, so I'm reading about that stuff. I'm reading about hormone disruption and how it can cause loss of energy and mood, and just all these physical issues and emotional issues. And that led me down a road of like, okay, that's it. Like, we've got to start over. We've got to look at what's in the stuff that's in our home, and we have to get rid of it, and we need to find a better way. So that's where I think, like, we really dove in deep with Young Living, where I'm using their supplements, I'm using their shampoo, I'm using their deodorant, their toothpaste, and everything. And it really just became a lifestyle, right, for our family. Like, John started using more. And at that point, the more we use it, the more we were like just naturally talking about it. And then we were like, you know what? It's done so much for our family. We see these staggering statistics that are just like horrible with cancer and things like that. And we're like, there is such a better way to live and to eliminate those toxins. Like, why wouldn't we want to share that with the world? We had a YouTube channel at the time. We have all these people always asking us how we keep the girls healthy and how we do these things. And I'm like, why aren't we telling anyone about oils? So that is why I'm here now. That is how I've gotten to this point. I'm a gold leader with Young Living now, and I share Young Living as my full-time job. And John is actually staying home now a lot more from doing less weddings and doing less side freelance work because of Young Living. So it's really blessed our family in a lot of ways. So I just want to give you guys some like background on like why I'm sitting here making a video about essential oils and talking to you about it. And that is our story with it. And then, yeah, from there I want to tell you, John is writing down questions that you have throughout it, so we will answer questions at the end. And I also have to let you know I am going to do my very best to keep the FDA happy here. I am not going to diagnose you guys. I'm not going to prescribe anything. If you have questions that are medically related or specific questions about the usage of oils for certain non-compliant things, I'm not going to be able to answer that because I don't want to get in trouble. And that's pretty much the main reason. I'm not a doctor, so I can't diagnose anything. So we're going to talk about oils. We're going to talk about Young Living. And I'm going to help anybody who wants to get started.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You got anything to add to that?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So if you don't already know, Young Living is like a membership. It's kind of like Costco or Sam's Club. There's no annual membership fee. So when you order your premium starter kit, you get the membership, and that gives you a wholesale discount for life. It's pretty awesome. That's what I said. I've been a member for 4 years. So 4 years ago, I signed up, and I've been paying the wholesale price for my oils every month ever since. There are no strings attached. It's one of my favorite things about Young Living is that you could, if you wanted to, or if I wanted to, I could have just ordered my starter kit and never ordered anything again, and that would have been okay. But I didn't. Of course, I ordered more, and then I joined Essential Rewards, and then I ordered every month, and now I'm sharing it, and there's so many options for it, but none of it is required. So the starter kit is the only thing that you need to get started. It gives you that wholesale membership that I talked about. It gives you 11 oils and a diffuser. The oils that come in the starter kit are the most versatile. They are the ones that we use we use at least 3 or 4 of them on a daily basis around our house, especially as a mom. They are the oils that I always have stocked and have extras of because we go through them the quickest. So those are the oils that come in the starter kit. There's 11 of them, like I said, and it is $160 for that whole kit and the membership. If you ordered everything at other retail, like if you just picked up one at a time, it would cost over $300 for everything. So you can see they package it that way so that it's an incentive to get it because it is a discounted price, but also because they know that this is a toolkit and this is going to cover all of your bases, and it's really just the best way to go. Okay, so that is how you start with Young Living. I'm going to talk a little bit about essential oils now. And the most important thing when it comes to oils is quality. You will hear that said probably, I don't know, a lot if you know anybody who uses Young Living. Quality is very important. If you don't have quality oils, you could not notice any difference and think that oils just smell nice and don't do anything, or B, actually do harm to yourself or your children or your pets. So it's very important to understand that quality matters when it comes to oils. Young Living is actually the world leader in essential oils. They've been doing this for over 20 years. Gary Young has actually been mastering the art of distilling oils for about 35 years. He is definitely a pioneer in the industry, and he's at the top of the game here. So the reason that I chose Young Living for our family is for Seed to Seal. I could talk about Seed to Seal all day. I could do a whole video just on that because it is my heart and passion behind Young Living, and it's why I chose them. They do have a website, which is seed2seal.com, but I'll just try to summarize it for you guys and give you Seed to Seal in a nutshell. So you'll see the emblem. Actually, let's see if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Can they see that? Let me grab this. All over their packaging, do you see this Seed to Seal emblem? They do that not as a slogan, but as a promise. That's basically, it says quality commitment right on it. That's Young Living's promise to people that they are there controlling the quality and providing the best every single step of the process, from that seed that's hand selected, non-GMO only seeds, to the soil that they plant it in. Young Living will only plant in soil that's been free of chemicals for at least 50 years. That's huge, you guys, because the USDA organic standard is only 3 years. They only have to have chemical-free land for 3 years to get the USDA stamp of approval for organics. So Young Living won't even plant a seed in soil unless it's been free of chemicals for 50 years or more. That's a promise that they will never use chemicals or pesticides anywhere. You can actually go to the farms and see that they hand pick and hand weed the farms for themselves. It's their promise to harvest everything at the peak time for each plant. So what I mean by that is that black spruce, for example, has to be harvested at basically most pine trees have to be harvested on the coldest night, at the coldest time of the night, the coldest night of the year. So they will go in during the coldest hours of the night and tap into that tree to get the resin that they can distill. So let me get into that in just a second. Sorry, I have notes to keep me from getting squirrely because I told you I could talk about seed to seal forever and I really mean it. Okay, so that's a promise to distill using only water, the seed to seal, only water, never chemical solvents. A lot of oil companies will distill their oils using chemical solvents to get more oil and to make the process faster. Okay, so when they do that, those chemicals are in your essential oils, and it is a problem. Young Living is the only oil company that will let you come to their farm and see everything, every step of the process. You can actually go to any one of their farms and tour the whole thing. You can plant lavender in the lavender fields. You can help harvest, help distill. You can be a part of the process. It's really awesome. They are so transparent. They have an entire division called product support. You can email product support at Young Living for any product questions. They're completely transparent about everything. Okay, and then seed to seal, remember, we're talking about distilling, testing. Testing is what sets Young Living apart, hands down. They test every single batch of oil upwards of 30 times. That is no joke. So most oil companies will do random audits to test for purity. And so they won't test every single batch. They'll just randomly go in and test a batch, make sure it's pure. Okay, good to go. That's the standard. Young Living tests every batch up to 30 times. They even send their oils, every batch, overseas to be tested against international standards because internationally they have a grading scale. Here they don't in the US, but overseas they have an A, B, C, D, E, F grading scale. Okay, so Young Living, additionally to that, they only end up selling about 30% of all the oils that they distill. This is huge. So the rest of the oils they distill, they recycle on their farm. They don't sell it to smaller oil companies to bottle. They don't sell it at a discounted price. They don't add it to their blends anyway because it's still a good oil. If it doesn't meet their perfect standard, they don't sell it. They take the loss. So that's huge. You can see 70% of their oils are being recycled. It's funny because Gary Young, there's a story about him. My friend was actually in a meeting with corporate, and Gary was there, and somebody had come in to let him know that Northern Lights had finally, their black spruce oil was ready. And this is in a popular blend called Valor, which I was just huffing before I did this video because I get really nervous. Believe it or not, Valor is really good for that. So Valor is one of the most popular blends Young Living makes, and it had been out of stock for a really long time. And when it's out of stock, it's obviously costing Young Living money. So it finally came in. They said it's 3 constituents off of perfect. Mind you that there are hundreds of constituents in each essential oil. 3 away from what they had as perfect. And so he said, nope, recycle it. Okay, it took $1 million loss just because it wasn't perfect. So that's the kind of integrity this company has. That is why, hands down, I was like, all right, this is it. This is the real deal. I can get behind that. When a man runs a company more for quality and, than for profit, that to me speaks volumes. Okay. Now, since we were talking about black spruce, what I was going to tell you guys earlier, or blue spruce, the way that the blue spruce works. So picture this. Sorry, I'm all over the place, I know. What are you doing down there?
Here? No, I'm just making sure.
John, you can't see him because he's over here and he's fidgeting around. I'm what's he doing? Okay.
But you're doing great, by the way.
Yeah, are there any good questions I need to answer right now?
What's your email? But I already answered it, so.
Okay, cool. Sorry, you guys.
And there's good questions, but I think they're good to
We'll wait till then. Okay. Let me just take a breath of my oil. Valor smells so good too. Somebody said it smells like blueberries.
Is that what you're smelling?
Yeah, what do you think?
I could see that. It smells like a
Oh,
little
it smells
blueberry.
sweet. It smells really
Yes.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's talk about what essential oils are, because that's what this class is called, what the Frank are oils. And then I'll tell you about the black spruce that I was trying to tell you about so many times. I'm like jumping the gun here. Essential oils are what we call the lifeblood or the immune system of a plant. They are in every single part of the plant, from the roots to the stems, to the stalks, to the leaves, to the petals, to the peel or the bark. They go through the entire plant. Okay, essential oils are three things. They are potent, they are very strong, they are volatile, and they are versatile. What they do in the plant is they create homeostasis, which means that they keep the plant in balance. So if a plant is injured or sick, that oil goes to the part of the plant that needs aid, and it aids it in whatever way it needs. It's wild because that's pretty much exactly what they do for us. Okay, so for example, the peak harvest time for the black spruce is when it's really, really cold. Like I said, the coldest night, the coldest hours of the night. So they'll go in the middle of the night to tap the resin from the tree, because what happens is the oil rushes up through the tree, okay, and goes through every single part of the tree. So when they go in, and it acts, it's kind of like blood pumping. Imagine like blood pumping through your body. So that's what the oil's doing in the tree. It's going through the whole tree, and it's acting as an antifreeze to keep the tree alive, to keep it from dying. So when they go in and they tap the resin and they tap the oil out of that tree, they're getting the most and the best quality oil that there is. And that's why Young Living does that. So if you visualize that, just visualize the oils rushing through the tree to protect it. That is literally what they do in our bodies. Okay, that's what the oils do in our bodies. So what's fascinating is that if you looked on a molecular level at an essential oil, like if you took a microscope and looked at an essential oil side by side with our blood cells, the chemical structure is the same. Isn't that crazy? So the chemical structure of an oil is the same as the chemical structure of our blood. It blows my mind that God created plants and then created us, and that their oils in the plants have these amazing therapeutic qualities, and then they work the same and they have the same structure as our blood. It's crazy. Okay, so remember how I said they're volatile? Volatile means that they evaporate quickly. The molecules are teeny, teeny, tiny, so they literally will just evaporate into the air. If you left a bottle of oil sitting open, over time, it would evaporate out of the bottle. So because they evaporate quickly, or their size and structure, and they're lipid soluble, which means they're fat soluble, they absorb into fats, that means that they can actually get into our bloodstream, into our skin and our bloodstream within seconds. When we inhale them, those molecules are so small they can go to right through the blood-brain barrier and get right to our brain. How cool is that? Okay, how cool is it that the chemical structure is the same as our blood, that they are small enough, they're fat soluble, they meet every single requirement to penetrate that blood-brain barrier. So when you look at other things, man-made like chemicals and synthetic things, those cannot penetrate the blood-brain barrier unless they're designed to. So like polysorbate 80 is an additive and a preservative in a lot of food and a lot of things. That is designed to penetrate your blood-brain barrier and open it up. But oils do that automatically. Oils can pass through it seamlessly, like no problem. They go in and they say, hey, brain, we're here. You should do this. You should balance that out. And they actually tell our brain what to do for our body to help support our body. Super cool. Okay, so when we inhale or apply an essential oil topically, within minutes, they're circulating in our body, they're signaling changes to our brain, or signaling our brain to make changes to our body. They can create physical and or emotional changes depending on which oil you're using. And yeah, that's like, isn't that awesome? Okay, so that's what oils are and how they work. They work in our body perfectly. They stimulate our body to make a natural response to different things. So the other thing that I said oils were, remember I said they were volatile, they are potent, okay? Oils are potent, they are powerful, so a little bit goes a long way. With Young Living, you need a drop. I mean, you can dilute oils, and you should. There are some oils that are hot, and they will create a warm sensation on the skin. You want to dilute them, not because it weakens the oil, it doesn't change the potency, it just slows the absorption rate, okay? So it eliminates any sensitivity on the skin. So essential oils are powerful. They can last you a long time because you only need a drop at a time, because you can put a few drops into, this is not a roller, but you get the idea, it's a perfume bottle. You can put a few drops into something like this with a carrier oil, and it can go a long way. We do that here all the time. So if you're like me, I'm like clearly a nerd here. I'm letting my inner nerd show and talking all about the science. There is a great book called The Chemistry of Essential Oils Made Simple by Dr. David Stewart. I have it, but I think it's upstairs. It's about this big. So if you're a nerd, you can check that out. It's amazing. It's a good resource. It has all the chemistry behind oils and how they work. But I'm going to leave the science part at that. I hope you guys are like a little bit not too overwhelmed and confused by that, but a little bit like astonished at how God created us. Okay, so I want to talk about how to use oils. Chase. The dog is chasing his tail.
Chase, no, stop.
So funny. Okay, so I want to talk about how to use oils, because you're like, okay, that's great. Oils sound amazing. But like, what do you do with them, right? It's like a little bottle of oil.
They do.
Remember how versatile they are in the plant? How I said the plant can be injured, or it could be sick, and the oils know what to do. They go and they draw aid where it's needed. They do the same thing in our body. So oils have different constituents, and all of those constituents support different things. That means that each oil, because they all have hundreds of constituents, they're very versatile. They can do lots of things for us. We'll get into a few of them. I'm not going to go through all the oils in the starter kit because it's a lot. And I couldn't list all of the uses for each oil if I wanted to. I mean, no, I couldn't. There are books about it. We have reference guides. But our team, our Young Living team, actually has a ton of resources and a community. So you're never alone in learning how to use everything. Once you get started, you have people to ask questions like, hey, what oil should I use for this? Or hey, I'm dealing with this. What would you guys do? What would you try? What have you had success with? And there are going to be a lot of people that are like, yeah, let me tell you all about it, because we've all had these experiences. We've all had testimonies to share. Anyone who's been using oils for any amount of time will tell you like they learn very quickly. And yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go over a few of the starter kit oils and like 2 or 3 uses for them, just to give you an idea so you guys get like kind of grasp what we use them for. But so you know, we literally use oils for everything in our home. We use them from cooking to cleaning to emotional support to supporting healthy organs in our body and healthy body systems, for energy and confidence, and for the kids to help them focus at school. What else? We use oils for everything. If you missed our vlog the other day, I said we had a make and take oils in the bedroom class. So you can imagine that there is a use for oils for pretty much every aspect of your life, which is amazing. Okay. Let me tell you guys about this in just a second. So also, did you know that oils are not a new thing? Young Living has been around for 25 years, but beyond that, essential oils have been used for thousands of years. I mean, legitimately since the beginning of time. The oldest known distiller that they found, oh, I should show you a picture. Where did it go? It's somewhere. The oldest known distiller they found dates back to 4000 BC. Okay, that's 4,000 years before Christ. There are over 600 references to the Bible, or references in the Bible to oils and aromatic plants. And then a really cool fact, in 1922 when King Tut, do you guys know about King Tut, and his tomb was discovered? Inside it, they actually found huge vats of essential oils that were still viable. Okay, that means that these were still potent. They still had the constituents to give them therapeutic properties. All the way back from 1922 when it was found, back to when he actually died. How long ago? In ancient Egyptian tombs, they found oils that were still viable. So, that said, a pure essential oil has no shelf life. If your essential oil has an expiration date, there's probably something in it that's not supposed to be there, because if it's purely essential oil, it's got nothing else. It's got no shelf life in it. Like I said, they will evaporate over time, and some oils like myrrh will actually start to crystallize over time, but they don't expire. So that's the cool thing about Young Living oils, is that I have probably 1 or 2 oils that I got 4 years ago, and I still have some because they're ones that I don't use on a daily basis, but we have them for when we need them. Let's see. Okay. So let me talk about a few of the oils. Did I not set up a starter kit? That seems so funny to me that I wouldn't do that.
There's not any in that box.
No, that one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You'd think I would have prepared for this, you guys.
What do you need?
Let's get peppermint. So peppermint oil is one of our favorites here. It is an oil that we use very regularly. I would say probably almost every day. This is one that we like to, rub into sore muscles. It's really great for muscle support. It kind of has that icy hot feel. It's amazing. This is one that we love to support any tension that we might feel in our head. Peppermint is another great one to add a drop of the Peppermint Vitality. You can add it to a glass of water, and it's really refreshing. It actually helps maintain normal body temperatures. Peppermint is great for waking you up. If you diffuse it or just put a drop in your hand and take a deep breath, it's really good to help you focus. Have you guys ever heard that study that they say that if you suck on a peppermint while you're studying for an exam, and then eat another peppermint right when you're taking your exam, you actually score better? So that is not a fluke. There are studies on PubMed.gov about the effects of peppermint. You can actually go to PubMed.gov and type in peppermint essential oil and find all kinds of studies about how it wakes you up, how it helps you focus. It's pretty awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's really great in those winter months or the spring months when you are just needing support, feeling, that sensation of clear breathing. Peppermint's great for that. I'm just saying.
I like it.
It's good. Okay. Lemon. Lemon essential oil is so versatile. This is one of my favorites. And when I first signed up, this was one I was like, I'm going to use lemon for everything. Lemon can get sticky residue off stuff. Lemon can get stains out of stuff. Lemon can clean surfaces. Have you ever noticed that any cleaner ever is always powered with orange, powered with lemon, or lemon scented? There's a reason they put lemon oil in it, for a reason. Lemon is great in your water. It helps when you ingest lemon oil. It actually, I did see somebody saying something about ingesting oils, and lemon, here's something you need to know. When people talk about it can do dangerous things to your esophagus and your stomach lining, this is pH neutral. This is not like lemon juice. Lemon juice is acidic. This is alkaline. It can actually help neutralize acids. So this is a great one to take for digestive system support. It's a great one to take in your water to help boost white blood cell levels and just keep healthy white blood cell levels. Lemon is great to smell for uplifting and, happy, joy. Great feeling oil. Lemon is amazing. It is cold pressed. It's not distilled. If you have a lemon oil that's been distilled, it's lost its therapeutic value, and that lemon oil probably smells like okay. But citrus oil should never be distilled. They should be pressed right from the peel, right from the rind. Okay. So lavender, everybody's probably heard of lavender. Lavender is probably the most well-known oil, and if you don't know, have you never heard of lavender essential oil, you've certainly heard of lavender scented products. Lavender scented products are not the same thing. If you've smelled something that is lavender scented, and then you smell this Young Living lavender oil, you'll be like, whoa, those don't even smell like the same thing. Real lavender has a very rich aroma. Yeah, it's so good. Again, this is one, head to pubmed.gov and type in lavender essential oil. Look at all the studies done on the calming effects of lavender oil. It helps you relax and unwind. Lavender is one that I keep around whenever I'm around cats because my body needs lavender in order for me to snuggle all the kittens. Lavender is great for, we call it the Swiss Army knife of oils. It's so good for so many things. I always keep it in the kitchen I keep a bottle right next to my oven because sometimes I'm clumsy and sometimes you can't see that, touch hot pans. And so lavender is a great oil and it's one we keep for a lot of things. Okay, and then probably one of the other well-known oils from Young Living is Thieves. Thieves, they have a whole line of Thieves products because everyone loves Thieves so much. They have Thieves cleaner and hand soap and toothpaste and bar soap and dishwashing powder and laundry detergent. The cleaning power of Thieves is incredible. It's also really good for your immune system. Thieves supports your immune system. It helps your body to just thrive. It is one that I will say the girls have not missed a single day of school. Not a single day of school due to sickness this year. Not at all. They had a cold this year?
I don't think so.
I don't think my kids have even had maybe like a little bit of sniffles, but I don't even think they've had
like this year or like this?
I mean this like school year.
This school year, yeah.
I don't.
Maybe a little bit, but not that I can't remember like there being.
No, they do have a healthy diet for the most part, and we do take care to limit their exposure to other toxins and keep their bodies healthy. But now there's a piece of ice in my mouth. Hold on a second.
Remember crunch on some ice here.
I know. Get that roller out there. The big one. But we call it our immunity blend on the girls almost every day before they go to school. And it consists of Thieves, oregano, and orange oil. You can see it right here. It's super cute. It's a giant roller because I love to just do one swipe up the bottom of their feet and send them off to school. So Thieves is awesome. Okay, so if that gives you an idea, that's only, how many was that? 4 of the oils in the starter kit. There's 11 oils. There's so many uses, you guys. I could talk about it all day. But just know that when you get your kit, you're not alone. You have a community. You have me as a resource. You have my awesome leaders as a resource. You have like 100 new friends that feel like family who are in it with you. And so all you have to do is say, hey, what on earth do I use frankincense for? And somebody's going to be like, put that on your skin morning and night. Hello, glow, youthfulness, frankincense on your skin. Or they're going to tell you to diffuse it if you need a big emotional support and all of that. The point is you can get the answers. Okay, so what else was I going to say? Again, we talked about the starter kit. We talked about how there are 11 oils. You get a diffuser. You can diffuse oils. There are 3 different ways to use oils. Aromatically is when you diffuse them. Like you can see behind me, my diffuser is going right now. It smells really good in here. You can apply them topically. I told you we have this roller we put right on the girl's feet. You might have heard me say that I put the peppermint oil right into my muscles. Or you can do them internally by putting drops of your Vitality oil in your water. I have some in my Ningxia. John really likes lime oil in his Ningxia. I really like Thieves in my tea, or lemon, a drop of lemon oil. You can also cook with them. I used oregano and rosemary the other night to make a fake chicken for the girls. And yeah. So, that is... What was I saying? I'm going
You're
squirrely.
talking about the starter kit.
The starter kit. Okay, so again, it's $160. You get to join the community, the tribe. You get to get the oils that come in it, the 11 oils, and start this lifestyle. I'm not kidding when I say we've never looked back. I think we joined and I was hesitant. I was like, I don't know if we can buy more right now. I just want to wait. And then somehow we've always ordered. We joined, they have a program called Essential Rewards, and it's totally optional, but we joined probably 1 or 2 months after we signed up, and it's just a monthly program. You sign up for it, you can cancel it anytime, it doesn't really matter. There's not a sign up, an official sign up, but you order each month, you get to pick what you want. You can order one thing, you can order 5 things, it just has to be 50 PV, and then you earn points back on it. So you're placing an order every month, you earn points back, you use your points for free stuff. I just cashed in 370 points in December. That's $370 worth of free stuff that I got just from the things that we buy and use every single month. Yeah, how many people here right now are already on my Young Living team? Because I bet you any of them will tell you, I guarantee they're all on Essential Rewards. And if they're not, they
want to be.
Just kidding. But
is the price the same
awesome
for Canada? I think is it?
There might be a little difference in price in Canada because of the currency difference. Yeah, and I'm not sure about shipping. I know there's a warehouse in Canada. Young Living has a headquarters in Canada. That's where our Northern Lights Black Spruce Farm is. So they do. You can join my team from Canada. You can get your starter kit the same way. You just use my sign up link, and it'll automatically put you in for the market for Canada.
Oh, you threw it. Why'd you throw it?
I'm sorry. I know I just threw the dog's ball, and he's gonna be bringing that back.
Hey,
what about for Canada? The price, Megan? Do you know? Can you tell me the price for Canada? Because you're in Canada.
Yeah, I think she said $199. I think
for the starter kit.
Yeah.
I can't read all the comments. I'm trying to see them all, but some of them are hidden, and I'm not sure why.
I'm gonna have them right here, but yeah,
Yes, you are, Donna. So you can do that, or you can check the description of this video. Is that up now?
Yeah, it should be up.
It says Join Young Living here. It's just myYL.com/juniperandjoy. You can type it in the comments if you want. But that is how you sign up and get started. I'm not kidding when I say it's life-changing. And it was 3. It was about 3 years that we used it every single month, ordered every single month, and just didn't talk about it. Even though we had our YouTube channel, we just never, I don't know why. I don't know. I think that we weren't all in. We weren't using them probably every day the way that we should have been. And then once we had that shift of okay, we want to be well, we want to get rid of the toxins, we started. And that just set things in motion. So I'm sorry that I didn't tell you guys sooner, but here it is. I'm excited for anybody who is ready to get started. I would love to have you. I would love to teach you all the oily things. I'm going to be doing more of these classes with more in-depth, what's the word?
Specific.
More specific things like oils and babies, oils and pets, oils and, different classes like that coming. So this was just a very basic one to get you guys started. If you have any questions, you can message me anytime. I'm going to look at the list of questions that John wrote down now and try to answer them.
First, I want to give Bobo Sass a shout out because she was just saying she loved you.
Shout
she
out.
just loves our family. I just want to say hi. So hi to you. And then, you can read. So that was asked twice. Why?
Okay. Why Young Living and not doTERRA? Oops, what did I do?
You just didn't do anything.
Okay. So, if you go back, if you missed the part where I was talking about why Young Living, I didn't do a why Young Living and not these companies so much as I did a why Young Living is the best, because I don't want to talk badly about other companies. Like, that's not my game here, is to put anybody else down. But with that said, Young Living is unmatched for quality. Plain and simple, they are unmatched when it comes to the standard they set. They're unmatched when it comes to the, the farms, the land that they choose, when it comes to their testing and their requirements even. Young Living does 9 out of 9 possible tests on their oils, and most other companies do not. The only other company, there's one company I think that does 8, but even doTERRA only does 7. What are you growling at? So doTERRA, they don't distill their own oils. They actually pay a third party to do it. So once they get the oils, they're already distilled. They just put them in a bottle and put their name on it. So that's how that works. So Young Living does everything from start to finish. That's how they can make sure that every step of the way, the quality is unmatched, that there aren't mistakes. If there are mistakes, then they can say we're not using that. Yeah, they really go above and beyond. Like I said, the integrity of Young Living, they just carry themselves with integrity and honor as a company. Like, I love that so much about them, that they don't stoop to lower levels, that they try to obey all the laws and be respectful of that. They work closely with the FDA to try to be compliant and make sure that they're not violating any regulations. And so, to me, all of that just sets them apart in a way that says, like, if I'm going to be a part of a company, I want to be a part of that company that's doing things the right way and that's always trying to move forward and always trying to do better and trying to improve their products.
They also have a lot more oils. And
they have
more
about
products.
double the oils of other companies. They have a lot more products. They have a whole kids line. They have a whole pets line, a baby line. They have, all the home products. They have tons of stuff. So. And the starter kit's only $160. I know the doTERRA kits are like $200 and something. So what's my email? You already answered that.
Yeah, we answered that.
What? Okay, I can't. That's not compliant. Let's see. This is the Lynn's. You had a question earlier. I'd love to be able to answer that for you. I cannot do that in this live video, but I would love to have you send me a message, and join our team. Like I said, those are the kinds of things that you will have support with finding out how to use everything. When it comes to oils and babies, this is my recommendation, Gentle Babies by Deborah Rayburn. You will hear a lot of scary stuff on the internet about oils and kids and babies, and don't ever use oils on kids under 12. I can tell you with confidence, I have used oils on all of my kids, including Everly, since birth. She was anointed with frankincense and helichrysum the day she was born, and we've used oils on all our kids, including peppermint and eucalyptus and thieves. We follow Deborah Rayburn. Deborah is a internationally certified aromatherapist, so not just in the US, but internationally certified. She is a master herbalist. Okay, that's like way above aromatherapy. She is actually a naturopathic doctor. So she has a doctorate in naturopathy. That's huge. That's way more than most of the aromatherapists that write the scary blogs on why not to use oils on kids. And she wrote this whole guidebook for oils and babies. Young Living has an oil called Gentle Babies named that she helped design. And it's just a really great guide. It talks about pregnancy, newborns, infants, children. I would highly recommend that if you want to use oils with your kids. What is that? Have you
heard of Now Brand oils?
Now Brand
Are they
oils.
similar to Young Living?
There is absolutely nothing similar about Now Brand oils other than maybe like the shape of the bottle and the color of the cap. Now is a brand that you would find at Whole Foods. I'm telling you this wholeheartedly. If you are looking for an essential oil and you are not willing to pay for a quality one, then you are not going to get a quality one. So when it comes to oils, again, the quality is important. Without the constituents in the oil, you might have an oil that smells nice, and honestly, some of them smell funky. I have smelled a few plant therapy oils, and I have the Young Living version. I smell them side by side, and I'm like, what is that? That does not even smell like what it's supposed to. There is a big difference in the smell and in the efficacy. So it might take you a whole bottle of oil to notice a difference, whereas with Young Living, it would take a drop. You're going to be throwing money out because you're going to be buying oils and using more of them and not noticing the same thing. With Now brand, it's also important to know that with cheap oils, most often they are adulterated and diluted, and they have chemical additives. So what they can do during distillation, it's funny because Gary Young just posted something about this the other day and it was amazing. Take an oil like lavender, okay? One of the constituents in lavender is linalool, and linalool should be in lavender oil in around 18%. He got handed an oil that they told me it was the finest lavender oil in all the world, and he tested it, and it was like 336% linalool, okay? And so Gary's like, yeah, not. Like, that's a sure sign. What they do is they take the oil, they take out the constituents, they enhance them, or they make chemical linalool, okay, synthetic linalool, and then they add it back into the oil to give it more fragrance and to stretch it out. So they'll dilute the oil and add the linalool in. And so you're getting a chemical version, a synthetic, not chemical, because there are good chemicals, you know what I mean, like a synthetic version of the constituents. So when they test it, it still says linalool, which, oh yeah, that's in lavender, so that's fine. But it's not pure linalool from lavender, it's synthetic linalool that was added to it. Does that make sense? So yeah, when you, again, that's going into the chemistry, but when you look at cheap oils, when I say they're adulterated, that means they've enhanced them in ways, they've modified them, they've tried to stretch them further. A lot of times they don't come from the first distillation. They'll distill the lavender and then they'll do it again and again and again to get more and more oils, more and more oil from that, so that way they can make more money. And each time that oil, the quality goes out and out until it's just floral water or trash water like they call it. Okay, so not the same thing. I would never ever recommend using store brand oils. Those are the ones that can be dangerous. Those are the ones that can hurt your kids or your cats. 100%. Those are the ones that can be dangerous. Okay.
Would you do a seed to seal video?
A seed to seal video. Yeah. I mean, I love seed to seal. That's my favorite thing. In the meantime, check out the Seed to Seal website. But I would love to talk about that all day long. Really okay to ingest. I think I talked about that a little bit with lemon. So there are oils that are, I mean, if you go to the FDA's website and look for the regulations on flavoring for food, there's a whole list of oils, essential oils, that are regarded as safe by the FDA for ingestion. And so Young Living has actually taken those and adapted them into a Vitality line. You see this? Peppermint Vitality. This is labeled with instructions for internal use. Funny story, the peppermint oil inside both these bottles is the exact same oil. But the FDA has regulations about dietary supplements. They cannot have a dietary supplement have instructions for aromatic or topical use. So, same oil. This one has directions for how to use it internally. This one has directions for how to diffuse and use it topically. But again, there's essential oils in your food. Your orange juice, you know, when they're making the orange juice in the factory and they're squeezing the oranges and squeezing those peels, you're getting oils in your orange juice because the oil comes right from the peel. Or when they're making, you know, like peppermint candies and peppermint flavored things, that's peppermint oil. If you've ever had a piece of like icebreaker gum and that peppermint that just hits you, that's a lot of peppermint oil to make that flavor. Or 1 drop of Young Living, because 1 drop of Young Living is like,
it might not even...
It's a lot of cheap peppermint oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. People ingest oils every single day. Anything that says naturally flavored, usually that's derived from an essential oil. Does it evaporate in the carrier oil? The essential oil molecules, they absorb into the carrier oil, so I'm not sure if it can evaporate out of the carrier oil or not. I feel like once they combine, they kind of create a new thing. But that is a good question to ask somebody smarter than me, because I don't know the official answer to that. Best oils to diffuse at night in a 3-year-old's room. Oh my goodness, yes, all of our kids, they each have a diffuser in their room. Addie, we've got, I think, Sleepy Eyes, which is Young Living, I don't have it in here, Young Living's Kids Scents line. It's specifically formulated for kids. They're pre-diluted. To diffuse it, I wouldn't worry about diluting. So in the other girls' room, sometimes I diffuse lavender and cedarwood. Sometimes I diffuse rutabaga. But Sleepy Eyes is what's going in Addie's room tonight. Tyler has a blend of like valerian and a few other good.
Just to be clear, she said rutabaga.
Rutabaga. It's like rue. Wait, rue.
RUTE,
Yeah, it's rue,
VAR.
valerian, lavender. Like, so they smash things together. The best, I can't answer that one. Aaliyah Ellis. There's a few that I would use, but I would also look at what's causing it. Is it toxins? Like, I would look at switching out your shampoos and your makeup and things like that. Eliminate as many toxins as you can, and then use the oils to bring your body back to balance. Because those things that you're using can be causing issues in your body and disruption.
Yeah, I was saying, I'll say I had some of those, not maybe that bad, but those same issues, and then started using the Ninja Red, drinking that, but also just doing more to switch to the Young Living stuff we have, and using like some of the Shutran oil and things like that for me consistently, and it's kind of gone away. So,
Hey Donna, I see your question about how long after you put the oils or when you put the oils on the feet. I think it's within 22 seconds they're in the bloodstream. Literally within minutes. Within minutes, the oils absorb into the skin and into the bloodstream, and then they work in your body for about 20 minutes. The
So how long
diffuser
did you
necklaces are from Amazon, so I would say within minutes they're absorbed into the skin. You don't have to worry about them rubbing off. I always just put socks on the kids. Okay. Yes, definitely. Message me. You guys, I'm excited. Like, it is my heart and like so much of my passion to just see people be well, and like, I don't know. All my friends, you can ask. I have so many friends over the past few years, so I'm like, here's oils. Use them. Just use them. I promise. Like, no, I don't want your money. Just take the oils because they help. And it's funny because every single one of them are now Young Living members, because they'll use them and they're like, okay, like I need my own, so thanks. Like, I told you, it's life changing. And there's so many people from sharing on YouTube that have joined, and then they'll tell me like, okay, I just had to tell you, I used oils for this non-compliant thing, and we had this non-compliant result, and it's been amazing, and I can't thank you enough, and this has been so life-changing. Like, I will never be without these again. And I'm like, this is what I live for. This is what I live for. Okay, I know that this is God's purpose for my life, is to share His wonderful magical oils. Certain oils might have an expiration in their Young Living. Check and see if it has coconut or almond oil. Some of the oil blends do contain a carrier oil. Okay, so like this one, for example, Valor has coconut oil in it. It's a blend. It's got coconut oil, and so nope, still don't see an expiration date. Are you sure you're not looking at the lot number?
There's a lot number.
If you're looking at the lot number, that's not an expiration date. The lot number is because Young Living they keep track of every single batch of oil, so you can actually look at that lot number and call Young Living. You could actually find out exactly what harvest and distillation your oil came from. But yeah, there's not an expiration date on this.
Even ones with carrier oils?
Yeah, even this one with the carrier one.
Oh, it is one. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So you might be looking at the lot number.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've ever seen anything, but
yeah, that's the only number.
It's probably that, because that one doesn't even say lot, does it?
No.
Yeah, some of them don't say a lot, so it could look like.
Okay, you probably can't see that.
And if the numbers are correct or in a certain way, it might appear to be.
Safe diffuser on here. There. What's behind you? What
It's
is
a
that?
diffuser.
Oh, my diffuser.
That's what was behind you.
How old do you have to be to start a Young Living business? 16 with a parent signature, 18 without. You can join Young Living, and to start the business is no different than getting your membership. All you need is your starter kit. That's what you would buy as a member, just to use them for yourself. Whether or not you want to do the business, you start the same way. And the business side is just as simple as wanting to change lives and telling people about oils. That's what we do. What are you looking?
Kitty said the expiration date is the day it totally evaporates.
Yes, expired.
The day that it's all gone.
Hi, Elizabeth. Okay.
Hi, Elizabeth.
We actually do have a few 17-year-olds and 19-year-olds on our Young Living team, and it's awesome to see their lives change. So you don't have to be a mom to like oils. You can be a single, you can be a teenager, you can be you can be postmenopausal, your kids are all grown and moved out of the house, and you're a grandma, you can use oils for everything, for your face and your skin and your perfume and your you're cooking and cleaning, you can use them for all things. So I use oils a lot. My kids do. Especially my clumsy kids. They get all the oils all over their head all the time. Let's see, we already answered that. Oils you use daily for kids. Okay. Immunity roller, for one, kids daily. We use...
Sorry, just jumping real quick back to your last question. It was someone from Canada said that, and then someone else just said, in Canada there are expiration dates as per regulations, but they're still good past that date. So
okay, again, Young Living stays within the law, so they have
your
to.
region.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah. Okay,
Sorry,
that makes
go back
sense.
to your daily kids oils.
Daily kids oils. What else do we use daily? Vetiver, cedarwood, and lavender on Tyler to help her focus at school.
Mm-hmm.
We used lavender and lemon on Tyler when she was holding the kitten. We used like Valor. I use grounding. There's one called grounding. And white angelica. Kids.
Oh, that's not kids, yeah.
Grounding and white angelica on Elena because Elena has a lot of big feelings. Release is another good one. Lots of emotional oils. Young Living has a lot. We use joy on them a lot. We put the joy on their heart and we sing a song about it. I use Copaiba on my babies when they are getting teeth, and
I just answered a question.
Yeah, we use they use the Kid Sense toothpaste every day when they're brushing their teeth. We use the Kid Sense shampoo for them and the lotion. The lotion has cedarwood in it, which A, smells good, and B, helps them wind down and get ready for a restful night of sleep. I told you we diffuse oils in their rooms every night. When we're in the winter months and they need extra support with feeling like they can breathe, we diffuse like RC and Raven and Eucalyptus radiata and Thieves. They drink Ningxia Red every day. They take the kids' Mighty Vites, the vitamins, and the Mighty Zymes enzyme supplements by Young Living. So yeah, our kids use a lot. And we wash their clothes in the Thieves laundry detergent. Where'd you get the big roller ball? This is from Amazon, I think. I think it's from Amazon. It's a 30 milliliter roller. Frankincense does work wonders. You were right. I put it on my skin. It's part of my skincare routine, morning and night. All over my face.
Donna just asked, can I use coconut liquid oil from the grocery store for a carrier oil? Where did you get the huge... Oh, she already
Yeah, you can use fractionated coconut oil from the grocery store. Just make sure it's organic and cold pressed because you don't want to obviously use one that's synthetic. Let's see.
That's my favorite comment.
How do I get rid of it?
Why did you just click on it?
I don't know. What did I do? Oh, no, you guys. Oh, that's how I did it before, John.
Oh, you
Popped up the chat, I think. No,
all right, just
all right.
Now you just...
I hope that helps. Okay. Are there any other questions? Jaslyn, I saw your email. I will message you back as soon as we get off here. I'm excited for you. You guys are going to love Young Living. And I am actually, I'm going to send a free gift to the first 3 people that sign up. I just decided that just now. I was going to ask you, then I was like, I'm just going to do it.
It's your business.
So the first 3 people that join with the starter kit tonight will get a free gift from me. And the link is in our description. If you need that, you just go and choose to sign up as a wholesale member. Pick out the kit you want. If you don't know if you're ready to jump in all the way with the oils, but you want that lifestyle of Young Living, and you want to start getting rid of the toxins in your home, you can do the Thieves starter kit or the Ningxia Red, which is like a juice supplement starter kit. Or they have a makeup starter kit now, my makeup that I'm wearing. Look at this, you guys. This is all natural, Savvy Minerals, nothing bad, no chemicals, nothing toxic in it, totally safe. It takes me about 5 minutes to get ready. Everything on my face right now is Savvy Minerals. And they have a starter kit now for that. So you can start with that too. I think the dog slobbered in my chair. And I just put my hand in it. Story of our life. Yay, definitely. So excited, you guys. I hope this was educational, but also fun.
I think it was all of the above.
Yeah. Good. Leave everybody. Once we like save this, it's going to delete all the comments. So come back and leave a comment, and I'm gonna pick maybe 1 or 2 random comments to send a little roller, like a little mini roller to. So it's gonna delete all the comments you already left. So once we save it, go back, leave a comment. I just want to give away something fun, just because we love you guys, and we're glad that you sat here and listened to me talk for an hour. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now we gotta go make some kids' lunches because the girls have school tomorrow, and my birthday's in 2 days. So
I gotta plan that.
Well, yeah. I don't even know what we're gonna do, and we're going to Hawaii in 2 weeks. Not even 12 days.
I can't wait for that.
Hawaii.
That's gonna be the best.
Yeah.
Of my entire life.
If you don't know.
And the kids are sleeping for everyone that was asking.
That we saw a lot of people ask where the kids are. They're all in bed.
They're snoozing.
They go to bed around 7 o'clock.
It's 9:20 here, so.
Mm-hmm.
Bed. All right, guys.
Well, we love you all. And yeah, message me, anyone who has questions. Click the link in the description to sign up. And the first 3 people get a special gift from me.
Yeah, and I've put her email in a couple times, so scroll back through. But if you don't see it, it's hello@juniperenjoy.co. And we'll put it in the description, too, before we post it. So.
All right.
Cool.
We love you guys.
See you later, guys.